Proctor into the corner. Grandison will launch and hit.
That was really good ball movement by the Blue Devils. The Louisville defense had to be on the move and it left Grandison wide open in that corner right in front of the Cardinals.
Now Proctor reset with 12 to shoot. Gets a screen from Young, works his way into the paint, back outside, into the corner. Grandison a three. Give it to him.
Twice now, the Blue Devils have moved the ball around the perimeter and then found Jacob Grandison wide open in a corner.
It's gone by really fast getting here in the summer up until now. Didn't really know what to expect. You know, it's a new place. You maybe assume things are going to go perfectly. But, you know, we've had our ups and downs, but, you know, we've been consistently working to get to where we are now. It's been a little bit of, you know, growing pains, but I think at the end of the day that we're peaking at the end of the time and, you know, we're coming together nicely how we want to be at the right time, and that's what we've been working for. And, you know, we still got the hardest part of the season left.
When we're in our conference room, this is the place where we meet the most. We watch game film here, we meet as a staff. Sometimes we'll have meetings with our players, and it's a chance. It's right next to our guys' locker room. It's right next to the court in Cameron. So it's a great location to be able to touch our guys and be able to check in from time to time. This is the place where we have our game plan sessions. We watch film, our scouting reports. This is really the hub for all of that, where we get all our basketball meetings in order and get a chance to set up for our practices and our games. After games, this is the place where we meet. I have media obligations that I have to do, but after fulfilling those obligations, I come back, our staff is here, we have some food. We order from different places from time to time, but we'll watch the game back, make sure we're all on the same page, you know, check on our guys medically, how they're doing, and then we set a game plan to move forward for the next day. For our staff, we've had almost 30 games together, and the continuity, but also building the trust and understanding, you know, we're all in different roles. So for the staff learning me and as a head coach, but also the continuity that they've had with each other, just building off and playing off of each other's strengths has been, you know, such a great thing for this year. Our staff is, you know, really top notch, and the jobs that our coaches have done from a player development standpoint, individual improvement, you've seen with our players throughout the year, and it's a credit to them and the work that they've done, the film sessions. We've done a lot of individual work, individual film, and that's paid off in a big way for our team.
Lively got a piece. They fight for the rebound. Proctor out of there with it. A chance to run. Hit ahead for Roach on the left. Lob it to Mitchell. Soaring in for two more.
Well, you're at a point in the year, you think about the sense of urgency that you need to have. Whoever you're playing has it. So if you don't have it, you're going to be in trouble. You know, each game is so important. You have, of course, consequences of standings in the ACC. But also consequences of seeding for the NCAA tournament or getting in the NCAA tournament. And so everybody that you play, there's a lot at stake. And so each game, no matter who it is or what place they are in the ACC, you better have sense of urgency before you have anything else. And that's something we've talked a lot about with our team. And we need to make sure we have that for every game moving forward.
To the right, Whitehead playing catch inside Mitchell. Why not? Lob it to Lively to throw it down.
When I was a freshman here at Duke, I learned from Coach K that every game that Duke plays is a big game, and that's how we treat it. Our preparation is the same. The mentality for valuing every possession, no matter what the score is the same. And then the feedback and the way we look at each game is the same. You have to continue to build who you were in the beginning of the year. If you're the same towards the end, well then we haven't treated, you know, these games the right way. And for our group, They've heard me say it a lot. It's something that I've learned since I've been here as a young player, and will continue to teach, because every game is a big game, and the sense of urgency you have, you know, those games you play early in the year, they come back and they're important because there's lessons to be learned, but also, you know, any resume you try to have for the tournament and going forward, those games impact you.
We found a cutter, and Filipowski for a two-hand stop.
There's specific moments I can go back and remember where I would just see the incredible passion and sense of urgency that Coach K would have for a non-conference game, where at the time you didn't know who this team was before you played them. You may feel like, well, we're supposed to win. No, that's not the case. You may not win, and you have to show up and be at your best to make sure you have the best chance to win. And so seeing him and the coaching staff prepare the same way for literally every game really helped build a habit of doing that as a player for me, you know, when I was here during my time, and then obviously doing that same thing as an assistant coach and now as a head coach.
Duke All Access is brought to you by Gatorade and our commitment to fuel tomorrow. By Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires. And by Coke Zero Sugar. With zero sugar and refreshingly delicious, is Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
I need to try it first.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
You can feel confident Continental is the smart choice in tires.
Can they handle extremes?
Yep. Tested from the Texas desert to near the Arctic Circle.
Really?
Really.
Anything for the guy who finds that one pothole?
Yeah, road hazard coverage has your back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the smart choice in tires.
At Therabody, we believe that everybody deserves a chance to keep going, keep dancing, keep celebrating, and reuniting.
It's never too late to rise. You got that fire in you. It's never too late to rise.
Because everybody is a Therabody.
A big bow box says a lot about a person. Like they have a mighty hunger, a powerful thirst, and take tailgating very seriously. Game day and beyond, grab a football-ready big bow box.
I need to try it first.
You don't have to go for the three here, but they've hit him tonight. Roach on the drive, turn the corner on Dunn, out for Proctor to the right. Grandison to tie. Give it to him! Grandison dials it up. 58 apiece, under 50 seconds to go.
I kind of just, make sure I show up every day, and I'm always doing as much as I can, and kind of let the outside noise not really affect what I have going on, and whenever I'm on the court, just do what I know to do and has gotten me thus far. So it's more so of an in the zone thing, but with that, of course, guys on the team kind of look to me and Ryan for veteran-like advice, and we're here for them for sure, but everybody here is locked in on what they have to do.
It's a screen from Young, works his way into the paint, back outside, into the corner, Grandison a three. Give it to him! Can't shoot, steps closer to the corner, Grandison will launch, and hit! Cross court, deflected, but it came to Blake's. On the drive to the corner for a Grandison three. Big time answer from the right corner! Filipowski inside to go for Kyle. He's got all 4 of the points so far. Out for a Grandison three. A high archer, and the Blue Devils are back within 1.
when I was younger and told my dad I wanted to play basketball, he started taking me to really good camps to try to scare me away from playing the sport. And he took me to hoop group in the Poconos, the Bob Hurley camp, and all the kids were big and stronger than me, and I just had to figure out a way to do something. So that's kind of where I learned that I needed to know how to shoot. And at this point, you know, my mechanics are what they are, but mentally, there's a lot that goes into shooting. So when I kind of just mentally test myself when I'm working out, you know, making 5 in a row, 5 spots, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, or make 10 in a row, 5 spots before I leave, and just things that can make you frustrated as a shooter, you know, +1 for a make, -2 for a miss, shoot until you get to 10 or -10, just kind of challenging myself mentally and things like that.
And the long one's going to rattle in by Grandison.
Well, you know, he's done that well. Did it well when he played at Illinois, Holy Cross. He's the Marco Polo guy. He's been around key places.
Product of the famous Phillips Exeter Academy in New Hampshire as well.
Jake's process was a little bit different than other transfers that we got. Jake went into the portal really late, and we actually had to get a waiver for him to be eligible. And Jake, you know, I've followed, you know, of course all of us as coaches, you're following the college basketball landscape. And so when his name went in, we knew about Jake. I mean, he just, ultimate winner. You know, you look at his numbers, the shooting percentage from 3, and then really he fit the mold of what we were looking for another perimeter spot. You know, a versatile defender, somebody that could really blend the team together on offense. And so we had initial calls, really liked, you know, what Jake's perspective, what he was all about, and got him here on a visit, and he committed the next day. So it was a special thing for us. There's nothing other than there was no fluff around Jake. You know, it was all about, you know, matter of fact, you know, the truth, you know, what our team looked like and what he was looking for, and it turned out to be a perfect match.
I thought that the coaches really wanted to win on my visit. I thought they had a great relationship with one another, and it was something I wanted to be a part of, as well as, you know, being a part of history and, you know, being the first group of kids here at Duke under Coach Scheyer, and then realizing that we all had the same goal, which was to win. And we got the postseason coming up here, and we're in a perfect spot to do so.
For Grandison, has to drive at the free throw line. Oh, nice pocket pass to Young to lay it in. Is Grandison inside they go. Nice catch by Young, off the window and in. A jab step and a post feed for Young. Into the corner for a Grandison 3. Great ball movement, and it pays off with a deep one.
Ryan and Jake have just added such maturity to our group. All of our guys are about winning, but when you've been through teams that haven't won, teams that have won, tough road losses, you know, tough home losses in different places, it hardens you. It makes you appreciate each possession that much more. And so just having 2 guys in the locker room that have been through it, even though it hasn't been at Duke, has been a big time thing for us. And ultimately, that you feel more like it's the end. You know, Ryan has another year of eligibility, Jake doesn't. But so there's a huge sense of urgency there, and that's really translated to the rest of our team.
Younger Jake would look at me now and wouldn't believe it probably. But you know, I've humbly kind of moved across my path, and it's brought me here, and I'm in a position once again to do something special here in the postseason. So you know, it's a last hurrah for real. So you know, it's important. It's something I want, something we all want, and it can be a really special thing if it comes together the right way. But no, it's been a hell of a journey for sure. Super excited to have it be finished at Duke, and hopefully it's a long time from right now in terms of weeks and months. But yeah, it's been a blessing for sure.
I know the car accident wasn't technically your fault.
But we,
as the insurance company,
deny this claim.
We might fix your car.
But medical bills?
Pain and suffering?
Lost wages?
You're asking for a lot.
Oh, you've got a lawyer.
This conversation is over.
Tell the insurance company you mean business. Call on the Hurt Line, the law offices of James Scott Farron, right now.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford Tough truck can do for you, where there's a great selection in stock. Now, get F-150 with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $1,500 bonus cash and take advantage of complimentary premium maintenance care offers.
To work the clock as we approach a minute to play in Cameron. Gets a screen from Young. On a switch, Wheeler has him. Sizing it up. 3-ball up. And in! Tyrese dialing it up. And it's a 17-point game. His fourth three of the night with 53 seconds to go.
Looks like the finishing touch from Tyrese Proctor.
It's a 17-point win tonight as the Blue Devils take it 79-62. They locked it down when they needed to down the stretch. Louisville didn't score for the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Duke scored in the last 7, and they pick up their 20th win of the season against just 8 losses, now 11-6 in the league.
Last weekend was a big moment for us as a team, you know, winning at Syracuse, which we needed another road win for the next step in our journey, and then coming back on a Saturday, Monday to beat Louisville. That's the third time that we've had the Saturday, Monday this year. And we came up short on those Mondays. And, you know, one was a really close game against Virginia Tech. The other was not a good performance against a great Miami team. But for us, we just kept talking about, let's show what we've learned. And our group did that. You know, you could tell there was a hunger to take the next step, and not just to come away 1-1, but to come away 2-0. So proud of our group for doing that and making the next step in our journey.
Can't shoot over Roach, trying to feed it back up top. Whitehead able to steal it along the sideline. Now it's Mitchell behind the defense to rock the rim.
The two styles of play that Syracuse had versus Louisville is significant. And, you know, you're going against straight up zone for 40 minutes. And they had, you know, a lethal shooter in Girard. And then you play Louisville and they're really athletic. They really can get after the ball. And they're more of a power team, inside team. And so for us to be able to adjust in a 24-hour time span to move on from the Syracuse game, which we should have been proud of and happy with the win, and then to refocus against a Louisville team at home was a necessary step, but an important step for us.
Duke Basketball 360, presented by Continental Tire, the smart choice in tires.
Well, I've told the team the whole year, we go as Jeremy goes. And, you know, his importance from scoring perspective, of course, but when he's got that look in his eye, and if you've watched this a lot, you know what I'm talking about. When he's there, we're right there with anybody in the country. You know, he's a dynamic playmaker, his scoring, his defending. And, you know, you need a guy, especially down the stretch, that just has been through it and can make plays. And Jeremy's been that guy for us all year long, and we need that to continue. One of the best ways for us to attack the zone, we talked about pushing in transition, and I love the connection that's building with Tyrese and Jeremy. You know, they don't even take a dribble and just making the right play. Offensive rebounds to threes has been a staple for us. That's a great play by Derek kicking out to Jeremy. Again, the offensive rebounds has been one of the best things we've done all year. We have to continue to do that. It's great when you can get extra possessions and extra points. And we've done a great job of getting in the paint and making kicks. You know, Tyrese, you see he's playing ahead, going to Jeremy, which is great. And think about how much Jeremy and Tyrese, they create for our team. And when they get in the paint, you know, we're at our best. And this is one of those plays you love. On the break, instead of pulling it out, Jeremy takes it's a Duke three. That's what we call that play right there. We did a really good job against the zone, hitting inside, so hitting the middle and then hitting out. And then you have to adjust for Louisville. And, you know, Jeremy's drive, dumping it off to Mark, you know, that's something we've just really improved on. Jeremy had 6 assists, no turnovers, and then creating offense from our defense. I love how you see all 4 guys by the rim protecting our basket, and then Jeremy and Tyrese making easy plays to get Mark, you know, a dunk. The more we can create from our defense, the better. Jeremy, great end of half execution, and I loved his patience. He didn't score early, and then he came out, he scores the first point in the second half, but also closes the first half. And there was a great read by Jeremy and Flip on the back door. Strong finish by Jeremy. Same thing right there, great execution under out of bounds. And Jeremy really did it all down the stretch. Right hand, left hand, playing in pick and roll, passing. And that's the value of what he does for us. I love the confidence, I love the togetherness. Our bench was great throughout the game. And, you know, all 8 guys that played, they all contributed and stepped up in a big way. And then seeing Tyrese shoot the ball, you know, having 4 threes, it just adds another dimension to our team. We need him to continue to be aggressive.
What changed your Gatorade, bro? Yes, sir, from Punch. I remember way back when. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Cinema Brooklyn has done it. And everybody say, I remember way back when.
Start playing and never stop playing. You get the most from the game when you're having fun.
I remember way back when.
We still believe in the American dream.
A dream filled with promise.
A dream filled with commitment to our neighbors and our communities.
Where we work hard and succeed together.
Where we take care of those who serve for us.
SRS delivers with integrity and purpose.
Through the fastest growing family of independents in the country.
Company by company.
Person by person.
Rooftop by rooftop.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers dreams.
There's a reason every Odyssey is named after the Odyssey. Because the world's most famous story isn't about staying put. It's about being there. So for those who want a story to tell, we have a world full of places to start.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get up and get into Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 46 years straight, including Ford F-150 and the all-new Ford Super Duty. Or check out Ford Maverick and Ford Ranger. So get into Ford Truck Month and see what a built Ford tough truck can do for you, where there's a great selection in stock. Now, get F-150 with 3.9% financing for 72 months plus $1,500 bonus cash and take advantage of complimentary premium maintenance care offers.
Tonight we welcome a very special guest and former Duke men's basketball player, CB Claiborne. We welcome him back to Cameron Indoor.
We were so fortunate to have CB Claiborne here for our Louisville game, and he was able to spend some time with our team. And you know, he was the first black player ever to play at Duke. He was the first black student athlete ever at Duke. And you know, what he's done, paving the way for all of us who have come through this program. It's an incredible sacrifice, dedication, commitment, and so thankful for him. And the brotherhood runs deep beyond, the years that just Coach K was here. It also goes back to a guy like CB Claiborne. So fortunate. He was so grateful for him for spending that time and being here for the game. Part of celebrating CB at the Louisville game, all of our players were wearing the 23 jersey, the Claiborne jersey. And ironically, Sheldon Williams was here the same day. And Sheldon came back after the game and said, "Oh, I didn't know, you guys were honoring me." And then he saw, Claiborne, on the back, and for good reason though. And Sheldon was in full support. And it was a great way for us just to honor CB and what he's done for Duke, for our program. We even, gave him the game ball when he spoke to our team, and that meant a lot to our players and to our guys. I know having him back.
I mean, it just means a lot for a guy who's obviously a black athlete who's play here, but to have the first black athlete, the first basketball player here, just means a lot. He's been through so much. He's paved the way for us, paved the way so we can be here in this position that we are now. So just happy he's here, glad he's back, and I enjoyed it.
He obviously has been through a lot, but you can't really tell by looking at him. And he kind of humbly says things as if they weren't complex, but they really were. And he's just a happy guy. He's blessed, even though he's been through some things and wasn't favored when he was here. And everybody has their own path. He still, walks in his own light and knows that he's blessed and that, he's a free, happy man and he can't take his joy. So I related to that.
The main thing is when you think about progress, you think about CB and what he talks about when he was here versus Duke, what it is now. And we haven't arrived to, where we need to be, but we need to keep making progress. And it's our job to move forward what CB and others started, when they came to Duke in the mid-'60s. So he gave us incredible perspective. We need to take that and run with it and keep learning and keep making progress.
There's some really great guys on this team this year, and I know they're young, but they all have good hearts. And, as I tried to say in my talk, I think they have a winning spirit. I think they're going to be good, So you make some mistakes, but you learn, But, as my old coach would say, they've got the heart.